Talking Tier 1 Silver today. Tier 1 Silver trades as TSLV on the Toronto Venture Exchange, pursuing world-class silver and gold discoveries in Peru, and more locally, their Curibaya project. You're going to run through the story. CEO Peter Dambecki. Peter, I appreciate you spending the time here, and I certainly want to get into the current day activities of the company. You're now trading. Congratulations to that. Before we do, maybe give investors a look on how the deal got put together and where you came from.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. So first of all, thank you to all the Orange shareholders who Tier 1 is a spin-out company of. For a brief history on the company, Orange Resources was a TSX New York Stock Exchange listed company, and in October of 2020 spun out into three separate companies. Fury Gold Mines, which hosts all of our Canadian assets, is currently trading on the TSX. That one spun out almost immediately for shareholders. But the other two, Tier 1 Silver and Sombrero Resources, remained private up until yesterday when Tier 1 Silver had its first day of trading on the TSX Venture. So we came out of the gates really strong. It's been a really positive response from the markets. People really understand the story and understand what we're on the cusp of. It is a truly remarkable opportunity at our flagship project, Curibaya. We have multiple assets in our portfolio. We have 4 or 5 projects that really are very intriguing. The data we're getting back on them on a daily basis shows us that these are targets to go after. However, with our Curibaya project, it is our flagship. We do have permits in hand. We do have a drill rig on the site. We have our pads getting cleared. So we're about to start drilling within 10 days. And so for these investors to take notice of us today, you really don't have that wait period. Usually when you invest in an exploration company, you have certain pieces of the puzzle put together, but you're waiting on either the team to be filled out, the claims to be acquired, and the targets to be identified. Well, as everybody's been patient with us while we've been listed, we haven't been sitting on our hands. We've been working really hard to get everything ready. And so now it's going to just be this crazy flurry of activity over the next couple months as we get drilling and we get results back really soon, and obviously lots of data to come in between there as well. We've done a lot of trench work. We've been looking at new areas of Curibaya for more samples, and it's really exciting. It is really exciting.
Yeah, I bet you're chomping at the bit here to get going. So let's get into this. And Peter, you look to have a turnkey investment opportunity here for investors. You have got certainly the financial conditions. The wind is at our back here if you're in the resource sector. Monetary policy suggests that we might be in for a nice run in the metals. So banking all that information, how much fuel's in the tank to get going here, and what's the next steps?
For sure. I mean, I think you nailed it right on the head there. The macroeconomic backdrop here is incredible. I think any of your listeners, any seasoned veterans, any even traders and retail can see the case for precious metals and even base metals is extremely high. Whether it's safe store for money, given the liquidity and the dilution of the dollar, whether it's spending on ESG. For infrastructure plans that the U.S. has taken a huge step for, and so has China, to improve their solar or EV systems. There's an incredible use case for silver specifically. I mean, gold we all know is an incredible speculation tool and safe storage and to protect yourself from inflation, but silver has that use case. And we talk about EV cars all the time, but let's talk about solar and how about these computers and phones that we're on 90% of our days. So that they require an incredible amount of precious metals, not just silver, platinum, palladium, all the sorts. So the macro setup is incredible. In the next couple months, as you said, we're drill ready. So our drills will be turning within a week. And the one thing in Peru that is efficient are the labs. They have really quick turnaround. So we're going to have some information back really soon. We're funded for the first 10,000 meters of drilling with Curibaya. So we're going to poke some holes in this project and learn a lot more. I mean, we are so overly optimistic about this opportunity that we're not going to walk away. I mean, we understand that exploration is a very risky business, and we're sticking, needle in a haystack terminology over such a huge system. And so we're confident in the work that we've done to date, gives us that confidence and shows us that this has the potential to truly be a world-class discovery. And we're so committed to this thing that we're not going to walk away after one drill hole if we don't see the data that we like. We're going to stick around for a couple of years to prove this thing out before we really get the sense that there might not be something there that we thought was there.
Sure. We'll certainly look forward to keeping an eye on this. So if you had to consolidate a message here, Peter, a lot of opportunities in this space. You laid out some fantastic groundwork, turnkey opportunity, the routes to Oren. Why be a shareholder at Tier 1? Why follow the company? What makes you different?
For sure. So, my background, I come from the investment world as a Canaccord Genuity on the retail side for 10 years. And I really had this checklist of what passed the grade to put not only my money in, but my clients' money in for an investment. And so obviously people and capital are such a make or break, catalyst for making any investment. If you don't have the right people, you don't want to give those people money because you don't know what's going to happen with it. But, Ivan Bevic, Sean Wallace, these are guys that have made multiple discoveries and multiple exits for their shareholders. So a lot of people don't even know how to handle a discovery if it landed on their lap. But these guys do. Their Rolodex is really serious. Our technical team, we're dealing with guys, former Newmont, former BHP. These are guys coming from the majors that are really employing their techniques that they've learned working with the major mining companies at Newmont and applying them to an exploration company. We've kind of taken the handcuffs off of them. We've let them chase their passions and really see what they want to do. And that's where Curibaya came from. I mean, all hats off to Dave Smithson, who's down on the ground in Peru with the drill team to really follow this through. This was a project we were looking at for over 4 years to try and acquire. And he just, we got to stick with it. We got to get it. We got to consolidate the land. And he did it. And it's really proven to be really exciting. I mean, when you take the time to, whether you visit our website to check out our video, our intro video on it, and go through the deck and to really see what we've come across, it's incredible. We have a completely undrilled, virgin, preserved, epithermal precious metal system on a belt that hosts the largest mines in the world. And we've age dated it, and it comes back Paleocene, the same date as the Tocopalas, the Quellavecos, the Cojones, the Cerro Verdes. Everything is just checking off a box. As I mentioned before, is why would I invest in this thing? And we've come out of the blocks really strong on the market with our stock, and maybe validating the share price at this level because we are pre-drill is aggressive, but I can certainly validate the opportunity. And I think that's really what's resonating with shareholders right now and people looking to invest is they see what this could possibly be. And they've taken the time to understand the story and know that this could truly be a world-class discovery.
Okay, well, certainly one to keep your eye on. I appreciate that update. Again, that's Peter Dembicki. He's the CEO, Tier 1 Silver, TSLV, Toronto Venture Exchange, now trading, working hard, Peru, looking for gold and silver. Peter, thanks for taking the time, and we'll certainly look forward to keeping our eye on the wire and checking back in when Tier 1 has some more news to report.
Right on. Thanks for having me.